Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you doing well. So before we start our Dharma class, please everybody be relaxed physically and mentally. Try to be relaxed. And do few like a short breathing concentration. Just concentrate with your breath. And visualize all human beings and all other sentient beings around you. When we visualize all sentient beings, then we can see there are so many different kinds of human beings, so many different kinds of other sentient beings, all commonly, always, every day, every moment, they are seeking happiness as us, as you. None of them want sufferings. Everybody, each of them, don't want sufferings at all as we, as you. Therefore, please cultivate love, then compassion towards all sentient beings. And wish them be happy, have all the causes and conditions for them to be happy. Wish them free from sufferings and also free from the cause of sufferings. And this moment, we simply can make a wish, all sentient beings be happy, have a cause of happiness, free from sufferings, and free from cause of suffering. We can have just wishing, but we don't have the ability, all sentient being make happy. We don't have the power. We can bring all sentient being from sufferings. Even though we cannot make all our family happy, we cannot provide the happiness, the necessary things to our family. If we become a Buddha if we become fully enlightened being, then definitely we can make all sentient beings happy. Also, we can teach them how to free from the cause of sufferings, how they can generate the perfect, the complete cause to achieve happiness. Therefore, second, we have wish to be Buddha. In order to be Buddha, in order to achieve that fully enlightened state, we need to practice the pure Dharma, the pure teaching. In order to practice the Dharma, we need to know what does mean Dharma, how I can practice Dharma. Therefore, we need the excellent, very skillful, very compassionate teacher. Also, we are very lucky to be able to believe in Buddhas. All the Buddhas, particularly the Buddha Shakyamuni, is our teacher. He is perfect teacher, excellent teacher, very compassionate teacher. Therefore, we need to take refuge to all the Buddhas. Also, we need to practice the pure, the ultimate Dharma. Therefore, we need to take refuge into Dharma. Also, we need to take refuge into Sangha, because in this moment, the Sangha, the qualified Sangha, are most important for us. Without them, we don't know how to recognize the Buddha. We are not going to understand what does mean Buddha. Without them, we don't know how to practice Dharma. Without them, we don't know how to overcome, how to free from suffering and cause of suffering. Therefore, beginning of our class, please remember all the Buddhas, Dharma, and Sangha. Please take refuge to Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. If you follow the Mahayana practice, particularly if you practice the Vajrayana, then you need to act first, taking refuge into Guru, then Buddha, then Dharma, then Sangha. Also, we need to know, according to the Mahayana tradition, why we first take refuge into Guru. Because between Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, the Guru, the qualified Guru is most important. It doesn't mean the Guru is superior than the Buddha. But we need a teacher, we need a person who can introduce us the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, who can introduce us how to practice Dharma. Therefore, if you follow the Mahayana tradition, first you need to take refuge into Guru, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Also, Guru you can include into taking refuge into Buddha. If you purely follow the Theravada teaching or the Hinayana teaching, then yes, you can take refuge into Guru, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, according to the Theravada tradition. Therefore, most of us follow the Mahayana teaching. Therefore, we need to take refuge into Guru, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. If you don't have a particular Guru, then please you can, accept all the Buddhas are your Guru. Therefore, taking refuge into Guru, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Guru Sharanam Gacchami, Buddha Sharanam Gacchami, Dharma Sharanam Gacchami, Sangha Sharanam Gacchami, Guru Sharanam Gacchami, Buddha Sharanam Gacchami, Dharma Sharanam Gacchami, Sangha Sharanam Gacchami. Without reciting the verses, please take refuge into Guru, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Next, do 3-time prostration to the Guru, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Namo Guru Mbaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Mbaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Please do prostration to the Guru, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Thank you. Then, also, this is a Dharma class. Here in this Dharma class, we must know why I am studying Dharma, why I need to practice Dharma, what Dharma makes me different. All right, first, if I'm asking you a question, you can answer in your mind why you have been studying Dharma. Maybe different people have different answers. My answer is, I have been studying Dharma because I want to know how to practice Dharma. Right? This is, I think, correct answer. For example, somebody say, why you have been studying about making like a noodle. Say, I want to know how to cook a good noodle. Therefore, I have been studying about the noodle. Therefore, you must say, I want to know how to practice Dharma. The studying is, kind of learning, studying, learning, getting, the correct information information how to practice Dharma. You should not think, I want to study Dharma because I want to be rich. I want to be famous. I want to be a teacher. I want to teach Dharma for others. No, first you said, I want to know how to practice Dharma. Right? Second, I ask you a question, why do you want to practice Dharma? Why you want to practice Dharma? Please answer in your mind. Again, different people has different answers. Maybe everybody answer same way. My answer is, I want to practice Dharma because I want to be happy. I want to achieve the ultimate happiness. Also, I want others to be happy. So studying Dharma is about knowing how to practice Dharma. Practicing Dharma is about how to achieve, how to be happy this moment, and also how to achieve the ultimate happiness. Also, practicing Dharma is about how do other people to be happy. So happiness is the achievement about studying and practicing Dharma. Therefore, happiness. You should not think, I want to practice Dharma because I want to see Buddha. You should not think, I want to practice Dharma because I want to go to Pure Land. You should not think, I want to practice Dharma because I want to have a clairvoyance. I can see my future life, I can see my past life, I can see everything. Those will come when you become a Buddha, when you achieve the ultimate happiness. So I think I no need to explain to you. Also, I no need to introduce myself. Do I have a sufferings or not? Am I always able to be happy or not? I no need to explain you. I no need to explain myself. I know I cannot be happy all the time. Yes, I have a lot of problems and sufferings. Then most importantly, we need to know there's a two kinds of sufferings. The physical sufferings, when we have so many problems, suffering because we don't have enough physical things. We don't have enough money. We don't have a very expensive car and house. I don't have a high position. Then I can earn a lot of money. These are the kind of physical things. Also, the physical things easy to come, easy to go. Today you have a lot of money. The money can be, finished anytime. For example, you have $1 billion in your bank. You are quite happy. Oh, I have a lot of money in my bank. When there's a big economic crisis, $1 billion becomes zero. It's become useless. Or you are quite famous in your society, in your family. The famous became, very unfamous within a few days, few months. Also, you think, oh, you are very proud about having healthy body. These kind of things cannot last forever. Second, we have a mental sufferings, emotional sufferings, mental discomfort. The mental sufferings, the mental discomfort, we need to overcome, applying the mental we need to overcome, we need to be, happy using the another mind. For example, you are a very angry person, you realize yourself, somehow I'm very angry person. I don't know why I'm very angry. Why I'm, easy to get angry. The anger, the anger is a emotion, is a mind. When the anger arises, first it really disturb you. Really disturb you. Second, the anger getting more stronger, they disturb the person, the people who lives around you, also your friends, your family. So anger is very bad. Right? Anger is very bad. Angry person, nobody likes angry person. If you are very wealthy, if you are very famous, if you have a lot of money, you can give a lot of money to other people can get a lot of benefit from you, then even though you are angry person, the people come close to you, people respect you, people try to show you a kind of be friend. Actually they want to be friend with you because of the money, because of not you, because you are a very angry person. If you are very angry husband, imagine how your wife feel about you. Imagine how your children feel about you. Imagine how your friends feel about you. If you are a very angry wife, imagine your husband, your children, how they feel about you. When they see you, do they feel happy? They want to stay with you for like few hours? No, they will run away. If you are very angry brother and sisters, also the same thing. Angry is very bad. So we need to overcome from angry, apply compassion, love, tolerance, be compassionate, be loving person. But it's not easy. Somehow this is the fact, this is the truth. If you are not happy with the anger, you need to reduce it. If you don't try to reduce it, you never be happy person. None of the people will be happy, happy with you. Then your life totally in misery. You have a miserable life. You have a big house. Being an angry person, you are totally alone in big house. If you are a very angry person, very disturbing person, you are driving, big car, nice car, wearing expensive clothes and jewelry and watch and having an expensive mobile. Also, you feel very lonely. You feel something missing. Therefore, angry is very bad. Anger is very bad. You need to reduce it. You can reduce only apply love and compassion. Therefore, remember that something exists because something else already exists. So the mental sufferings, the emotional suffering, only able to overcome if you apply the mental kind of methods. If you are a very angry person, you cannot sleep well. Yes, you can take, like a certain tablets. You can take medicine, but it never reduce the anger for forever. The anger, you come very calm for maybe a few hours. Then you need to take another tablet. It's calm for another hours, you need to take another tablets. So this is the wise idea to take tablet for reducing your anger. Also attachment. If you strongly attach with your belongings, then what happens next? If you have a strong attachment about your belongings, then the thing is very ordinary things, very cheap, but you think this is a very valuable object. Because you have a strong attachment, you attach so strongly. When you lose it, one day you feel very unhappy. If you have a very strong attachment, your name and position, very strong attachment, your relatives, then when one day something happened, you feel very unhappy. Really, due to attachment, usually you lead it to like a kind of anxiety, depression. Therefore, we can see many of our friends, when they lost job, when they lost position, usually they go depression. When they lost their dear parents, children, like belongings, losing a lot of money, they lead you to depression because of the attachment. When you in the depression state, I think most of you don't know, the unhappiness, how much unhappiness there, how the people feel very unhappy. I have seen many people in Singapore. The people has a depression. The people never feel happiness of a good food. They never feel tasty of the food. When you bring the person for like a nice place, beautiful garden, the people never feel happy because of the depression. So therefore the Dharma teaching is about how to overcome the emotional problems, the mental problems, mental sufferings. Therefore, please always remember, I want to study Dharma because I want to know how to practice Dharma. Why you want to practice Dharma? I want to practice Dharma because I want to be happy. I want to achieve ultimate happiness. Therefore, I need to practice Dharma. Dharma can help us how to overcome the emotional and mental sufferings. When you are mental, free from the emotional problems, you feel always happy with the simple food, simple house, simple car. Even you don't have a car, you feel okay, you feel happy. Therefore, as a Buddhist, as a follow the if you follow Buddhism, you don't have to be Buddhist actually. You can follow Buddhism. You practice Buddhism, it makes you very happy. It makes you happy with the simple things. Therefore, even though this day, in the ancient time, many practitioners, they didn't have a lot of clothes and food and nice like a house. They always be very happy, always be joy. Therefore, we everybody have to be like them, right? Therefore, please remember the first 3 sentences, which I explained last time. Today we study about the 12 links. The 12 links. The first important 3 words. that something arises because something else already exists. Something arises because something already exists. So very important. Should not think, oh, it's very simple, I understand. Right? For example, you have a very strong stomach ache. Very strong stomach ache. Something happened in my stomach. I feel so painful because something already exists in your stomach. Maybe the bad food, the undigested food there. Therefore, you feel painful. You feel the stomach ache, right? Therefore, why we feel very unhappy? The unhappiness not really coming, outside. Yes, due to the hot weather, you feel a bit, annoying. Due to the hot weather or bad weather, you feel a bit annoying, but those are the not actual cause to you to be very unhappy. That unhappy come from inside. Therefore, we feel, unhappiness because something already exists inside. So we need to get rid of the cause to arouse unhappiness. Therefore, something arises because something else already exists. Second words, something is born because something else was already born. That means the happiness I feel is impermanent. The unhappiness I feel is also impermanent because the causes and condition which is arise, which is produce the unhappiness, the happiness, the cause also impermanent. The cause change, the result can be changed. Without changing the cause, you cannot change the result. Therefore, if seriously you wish to overcome from sufferings, we need to overcome from the cause of sufferings. Right? So important. If you really wish to be happy, wish to achieve happiness, we need the perfect, the complete cause to give happiness. Then the third one, that is to say, ignorance causes formation. The ignorance is number one. Number two is a formation. Number three, consciousness. Number four, form and name and form. Number fifth, six sensation or six sense sources. Then the sixth is the number six. The six senses sources cause context. Number six is context. Number seven is the craving. Number eight, appropriation. As number nine, appropriation. Number 10 is becoming. 11 is birth. 12 is aging and death. These are 12 links. Ignorance, formation, consciousness, name and form, six sources, context, craving, appropriation, becoming, birth, aging, and death. So this is so important to know why and how we are in samsara. But this lifetime, this life, for example, according to, we just studied about this life. Right now we are already, born, give, birth. So we already born, parent give a birth, we are born. Since 1 minute we just born, since born, actually we are moving towards, aging. Every moment there's an aging. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. Every moment we are aging. We are getting older. Every second, our body is in aging. Our life is becoming shorter. Our life is closer to the death. Right? Death. Because of impermanence. Since we were born, every moment there's an aging. Therefore, many of us, when we notice, now I'm old, quite old, very old, I'm no more youthful, then we feel, quite unhappy. Therefore, we must know every moment I'm aging, I'm getting older. I cannot be youthful forever because of impermanence, right? Aging. Then death. Every conditioned phenomena has a time to change, time to end. Then it come back, it come back continuously will exist. For example, after we death, if this is the last kind of life, then okay, after we death, there's no more any life I need to take rebirth. So this is not the case. So why we need to practice Dharma? Because I don't want to born again and again in samsara. I don't want to be in samsara like a cycle. Birth, aging, death. Again, birth, aging, death. If you think this way, it's very boring. Death. After death, we need to take another rebirth. It depends on the karma. Therefore, ignorance cause formation or karma. So the ignorance is the king of the samsara. Ignorance is the king to produce all the negative thoughts. So we need to, get rid of the ignorance. We thought eliminating the ignorance, we cannot stop accumulating karmas. Without stopping accumulating karma, we always have a birth, aging, and death. Right? Therefore, first, ignorance. Please remember ignorance. Second is a formation. Third, consciousness. For example, in our previous life, we had an ignorant cause to accumulate karmas, positive or negative or neutral. Due to karma, we were born. When we were born not necessarily coming out from mother womb. So when the first concept time when we enter in the mother womb, we were born. Born. That time, there's a consciousness, there's a mind. Therefore, because ignorance, accumulate karmas, then we died, born first time in mother womb, then we have a consciousness. Therefore, according to Buddha teaching, according to Buddhist philosophy, the abortion is not a good idea. not good idea. So we believe, even though when there's a conceive time, right, the egg and spine come together, the spine enter into the egg. That moment, somebody consciousness, somebody already enter the mother womb. If somebody going to do abortion, actually you are killing a human being. Consciousness, right? Consciousness moment is a very subtle moment. Then next one, consciousness. Then name and form. Then after a few weeks, slowly you can see the egg in mother womb, in the mother womb, is slowly develop, slowly become bigger, right? Form. Then slowly there's a senses, the eyes consciousness, so and so. Then you have a contact with the object. So ignorance, formation, consciousness, then form, name and form. Then 6 sources. 6 sources mean, so like 6 organs, or we can say 6 faculties. First we have eyes faculty, air faculty, nose, tongue, body, air, then the mind faculty. There's 6 faculties. Based on the 6 faculty, then we have a 6 consciousness. The faculties are look like, like a house, home for the 6 consciousness. When we have some kind of damage in our eyes faculty, then the eyes consciousness has gone. Then when we have eye faculty, eyes consciousness, then we can see the object, contact, right? Contact. When we see the object, then we have a thought behind then we have a thought. Oh, this object is beautiful. I like it. I want. Oh, this object is ugly. I don't want. Then you have a attachment and desire, then you have a headache. Same thing, air consciousness. First you have a air faculty, then air consciousness, then you can perceive the sound and voice. When you perceive the sound, then you have a concept. Oh, this voice, this sound is very pleasant. I want to listen continuously. Oh, this voice, this sound is very ugly. I don't want to listen. But the voice comes into your ear, then you feel very angry. Now you can see, due to your own concept, the thing becomes beautiful, the thing becomes ugly. Due to your own concept, the sound, the music is beautiful, ugly, it depends on your perception. Perception, right? For example, ancient time is very obvious. In ancient time, people like very calm and soft, gentle music. They don't like the rough kind of music. Today, you can see some sound is look like really farting sound, crying sound, crying music, farting music. But due to your own perception, your own concept, you like it. This means the sound is neither beautiful nor ugly. But you consider it's ugly, you have a hatred. You consider it's beautiful, you have an attachment. Then, due to attachment, you want more. You want continuously. Then the things never come you, then you get angry, upset. They come sometime, never comes all the time. Again, you feel angry, upset, disappointment. Right? There's been attachment, how arise, how anger arise. You don't want the ugly sound, ugly music, but it come into your ear. Then you feel hurt. You feel very angry. You feel it's very annoying. Therefore, you feel very upset. Therefore, what you need to do, when you think things look like beautiful, you should not attach it. When the music, the voice look like listening for you quite annoying, you should not really have sense of hatred towards them. Just look as a neutral, neither pleasant nor ugly. Right? Here, what I'm trying to explain you, we have a mind, that we have a faculty to come together, then we can perceive the object, we can perceive the sound, we can perceive the things. Then it develop attachment, anger, hatred, ego. Right? Then next one, therefore next one is said, name and form, six sense sources, then contact, then craving, then appropriation, then becoming, then craving, appropriation, then is try to explain how the karma activate. For example, this moment we have a negative karmas, we have a positive karmas. Moment of the death, before we just pass away, maybe few hours before, maybe 1 minute before, the karma activate. Sometimes the positive karma activate, sometimes the negative karma activates. Most time, the positive karma activates because we have a attachment, we have a desire, we have a anger. For example, so let's say I am, on the bed. I'm trying based on my example. For also you can use you yourself as an example. So I'm on the bed. I know I'm going to die within like a few hours. Suddenly my enemy come in my mind. My enemy comes to my mind. I get angry. I hate the person. The anger, the hatred activate the negative karma. Suddenly, something like my phone come in my mind. My laptop comes in my mind. Suddenly, I have a desire. Then the negative karma activates. Suddenly, you remember one of your dearest, relatives. Attachment come. The negative activate. Negative karma activate. Then, next life, we believe, based on the Buddha teaching, the next life, we will born in the lower realms. Because due to the activation of negative karma. Okay, now, and also a positive way, I'm on the bed, I know I'm going to pass away within a few hours. Suddenly, due to my daily practice, suddenly I remember very clearly the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Then I just, pray to them, I take refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Then my positive karma activate. Suddenly you remember impermanence, compassion, kindness, tolerance. Then my positive karma activate. Due to the activation, then next life I born into higher realms, human, or celestial beings. Therefore, craving about your belongings, craving about your families, craving about your name and fame is cultivate the negative karmas. Craving about like a Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, this also activate the positive karma. Right? Then appropriation. Then the karma become more complete. Before it was just kind of sit due to craving, then activate. And become more strong. Appropriation. The becoming is now become very complete. The karma is very complete to repent, to giving birth into lower realms, giving birth into higher realms. Therefore, craving, appropriation, and becoming. Then what happened? We pass away. Then we go in the pardo, intermediate state. Maybe someone can remind the above, maybe just 1 minute, 2 minutes, you go next life. Someone remind there maybe 10 years, 20 years, we never know. Traditionally, we say 49 days, the maximum 49 days. Minimum, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe 1 day, 3 days, we never know. Then again, we born. Then again, go through all the other links, and again aging, then death. Again is go. Therefore, second existence, right? Second existence. So today, so the class is mainly about to know the meaning of the first 3 sentences. Then you need to know the 12 links in the 12 links. The 12 links are like cause and effect, cause and effect. Ignorance is like it's a main cause to remain in samsara, to arise all the negative thoughts, to arise attachment, desire, anger, everything. So we need to eliminate anger. How? Realizing the dependent originations. So I think many of you attend today's the International Buddhist Conference. So when we listen, teachings from the Theravada masters, so there's a question answer. Everybody from the Theravada masters, from the Mahayana masters, everybody commonly explained the 3 practices are very important. Practicing Shila, practicing Samadhi, practicing wisdom. There's no differences between Theravada and the Mahayana. So here we need to know the 3 practices are very important. Why? When you have a discipline, when you have a vows, it controls your physical action. For example, killing is a physical things. If you have a vows, not killing any human being, not killing any sentient beings, you have a vows. The vows helps you to stop killing. Even though you have a mind, you have a thought to kill someone without involving physical action, we cannot kill any sentient beings. Therefore, practicing morality or practicing Shila is control your physical actions, killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, all this thing. Then second, through practicing samadhi, like meditation, it controls the negative thoughts. All the, not just physical action, the mental action. It cools all the negative mental action. It doesn't mean physically you're not doing any negative things. Mentally, you not doing any negative things. Then last is come the the wisdom, right? Pargya, practicing pargya or parjana, but Theravada says parnya is something, pargya. When you practice the wisdom, so before you practice wisdom, you need the wisdom which realize the truth. Then you can continuously practice the wisdom. The wisdom is actually the king of all the positive things, particularly achieving liberation. Buddhahood is the cause. Mainly cause is the wisdom. But I think when we listen the answer from, because one of the Geshe, he asked question. According to some of the Abhidharma teachings, they said the attachment, the craving is the root of the samsara. It's the origin of the samsara. Right? This is the concept. If this is the case, then why we need to practice parjana? Because practicing shila and practicing samadhi is enough to overcome from the craving, attachment. Then the master answered, because we need to know how to practice. We need a knowledge. Therefore, the jnana is very important. According to his answer, Gyan means knowledge. So actually the Gyan is more than knowledge. We everybody know, the road, we know the weather, we know how to cook, how to wear, how to wash, how to live, how to survive. But none of us know how the thing exists. How the thing exists. We haven't realized how the thing exists as it is. Therefore, jnana is not just knowledge, not just simply knowing things, is more than that. Therefore, when you practice the jnana, it helps you to cut the root of samsara. Therefore, as a Buddhist, we need to practice shila, then samadhi, then jnana. Three of them is linked. Without shila, you really cannot have a proper concentration. Without the proper meditation, concentration, you cannot have a perfect jnana, the knowledge to realize the truth. The analogy here, remember, if you have a lamp in your hand, you're watching the painting on the wall. You have a light. If there's a lot of wind around the light, you cannot see the painting clearly. Even though you have a lamp, you cannot see the painting clearly because of the wind. So when you try to understand the truth, if you have a lot of disturbing thoughts, you cannot see the truth. Therefore, you need to do meditation. You need a very strong concentration. Right? Then there's a light. There's no any wind around the light, lamp. If the lamp is not enough bright, you can see the painting, roughly. You cannot see that detail. Therefore, the knowledge, the wisdom must be very powerful, which is know the truth. Therefore, so I think many of you attend the conference for 3 days, 2 days about Shila, like practicing, maintaining your vows, then meditation, then wisdom. These 3 things cannot be separated. Right? So we can stop here as a today lesson. So today I give you as a homework. Please remember the first 3 sentences. Then remember the 12 links detailedly, the order, you should not mix up the order, right? Then next we will go like, there's a two kind of order of how to arise, ordering of how to cease, right? There's a two different orders. For example, Four Noble Truth of suffering, origin of suffering. This is the order how we meditate on. When we meditate on suffering, then we know the origin of sufferings. So when we meditate on the cessation, then we know the path to cessation. This is the order how to practice, how to meditate on the Four Noble Truth of, this one. Second, origin of suffering and suffering. Path and the cessation. This is the order how to arise. There's an origin of suffering, suffering arise. There's a path, therefore you can achieve the cessation. Same way, how to arise, the two links each other. How we can stop, there's another order. So next class, we will learn the two links and also the two orders. Then also we're going to learn, each of the two links detailedly. Then you can have a quite good knowledge about why we are in samsara, how long we can be in samsara, why, how long. If somebody asks why we are in samsara, my answer is very simple, because we have ignorance. Ignorance produces all the sufferings. Then how? Because ignorance. How long we will be in sufferings? My answer is very simple. It depends on you. Not depend on Buddha, not depends on Bodhisattvas. If you put enough effort to realize the truth, you will stop ignorance. When you stop ignorance, you stop the karma. Then you stop birth, aging, death. Still, you are, like a being. You can be still alive, but not as a samsaric being. Therefore, somebody asks question to Buddha: is there ending of samsara or not? Is there a beginning of the samsara or not? Buddha didn't answer. Buddha didn't reply. He just remained silently. Because Buddha didn't say there's an ending of samsara, there's a beginning of samsara. He didn't say there wasn't beginning of samsara, there will be a ending of samsara. Because Buddha knows who asks question. If say there's an ending of samsara, he knows the person cannot really put effort to cut the samsara. Therefore, how long we will be in samsara? That's up to you, not up to Buddha. Right? And also as a beginner, some of you may think, oh, there won't be, I don't think there was a previous life. I don't think there's a next life. Of course, you can think freely. You have a right to say, you have a right to think. But I'm not saying because there's a previous life, next life, there was a previous life, because the Buddha said so. No. Yeah, there's a previous life. Because we have a body, we have a mind. Mind and body is two. They are two, they're not just one. Bodies come from our parents, mind come from our previous life, because there's a lot of reasoning and logics. Also, you can see a lot of story. Okay, so today we finished class here. So now we go to have a, I think, maybe 15 minutes question answer, then 15-minute meditation. I will control the time. If there's a question. Or also somebody asks kind of request through Pauline, asking me to write the Namo Buddha, Namo Dharma. It's very simple, right? You can write Namo, N-A-M-O, Namo, Guru, G-R-U, Then B-A-Y, maybe Bay, B-E-Y. Then Dharma, D-H-A-R-M-A. Sangha, S-A-N-G-A, Sangha. Then Namo Guru, Namo Buddha, Namo Dharma, Namo Sangha. Yeah, yes, it's same, right? Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya. Then taking refuge, Buddha is same, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Guru, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha is same. Then G-A, no, Guru, no, Buddha, Sharanam. S-H-A-R, Shar, N-A-M, Sharanam, Gacchami, G-A-G-C-H-M-Y, May, yeah. Guru Sharanam Gacchami, Buddha Sharanam Gacchami, Dharma Sharanam Gacchami, Sangha Sharanam Gacchami. Also, we have been hearing the chanting, Buddham, Buddham, Dharmam, Sangam. Those are the Pali, I think, how to pronounce according to the Pali tradition. Therefore, Pali and Sanskrit, you can see there's mainly a different pronunciation. Buddha, Buddham, Dharma, Dharmam, Sangha, Sangam. Jnana, they call, they call what? Parjnana, right? In Sanskrit, we call Parjnana. And Pali is a Parnya. Parjnana is a Sanskrit pronounced. Parjnana, Parnya is a Pali. Therefore, you can pronounce, either way is fine. Is there any question?
Geshe, there is no English questions.
Sorry?
There's a Chinese questions. The student is typing in the text. So we are waiting for him to finish typing.
Okay.
Brothers and sisters, at these times, while the Chinese students is typing the questions, if you have questions, you may raise your hand. I'll unmute your mic so that you can ask question directly to Geshe. Or if you are unable to speak due to any circumstance, you can always type it in the chat room. Right, Christine Liu, you may unmute yourself and ask questions to Geshe, please.
Geshe, in the three trainings, wisdom is the last one of it. And can Geshe explain to us what are the methods for us, like lay people, to achieve this wisdom?
Thank you so much for asking this question. Buddha teaching is actually, I think, everybody can benefit from the Buddha teachings. Buddha teaching is, has a lot of varieties. If you are a very ordinary person, also you can practice the three trainings. If you are your mind is a bit advanced, there's another benefit. If you are very advanced, intelligent, there's another benefits. So Buddha teaching is very interesting, because I'm not saying because I'm Buddhist. Buddha teaching is like exactly like a supermarket. When you go in supermarket, NTU shop, you can buy cheap fruits, very cheap, expensive, very expensive. Right? When you go in the supermarket, up to you. If you have enough money, you can buy more expensive. You have not enough money, you can buy cheap one. If you have a lot of money, then you can buy a very expensive one. Right? It's same way up to the practitioner. So I think generally there's two different ways how to practice the theory training. If you're very advanced students, a very advanced, a very intelligent person, without you practicing any Dharma, you need to use your wisdom. Therefore, you can practice. First, you need a wisdom to realize the truth. Right? That means when you realize the truth, according to the Mahayan's emptiness, according to Theravada, it is a selflessness. Once you know the emptiness, that means you will really know, you are very sure about dependent origination. Everything interdependent, dependent. Then you know, oh, if I do little negative things, I will accumulate negative karma produce sufferings. I don't want to do any negative things because you realize the truth, the wisdom. Then you follow the morality very seriously. Then you can have a perfect concentration. That means this is one order according to the intelligent person. First wisdom, then shila, then concentration. Another order as ordinary person, first you practice the morality. You always try to be ethical person, try to be honest person. Then you already try to control your negative thoughts, attachment, desire, anger. Then you always need to remember, oh, I have a precepts, I have a vows, I should not do this, is no good, I must do this. You will always have a mindfulness. Mindfulness, when you have mindfulness, you always concentrate, right? Then when your mind becomes very stable, when your mind becomes very calm, then you have a good ability to see the truth more closely. For example, you are looking at, very interesting painting. If your mind is very calm, then you can focus on looking at the painting. Then you can see all the detail very clearly. Your mind is not so focused. You have a lot of disturbance in your mind. You cannot see the painting very detailedly, clearly. The best way, the best methods to have the perfect jnana, you need stable mind. In order to have a stable mind, you need to follow the ethic. Right? So the best way to have the wisdom as a general people, practice shila, then practice meditation, then you will realize the truth, which is emptiness. Then you can have a perfect jnana, perfect knowledge about the emptiness. Okay, is there any question?
Thank you, Geshe.
Welcome. Yes. So I think this is His Holiness explained based on the, Mahayan teachings. According to Mahayan teaching, our achievement is the Buddhahood, becoming Buddha. In order to becoming Buddha, we need to practice bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is very important. In order to practice it, the bodhicitta, we need to practice compassion. In order to practice compassion, you need compassion. You have to be a compassionate person. You need compassion. In order to practice compassion, you need to love everybody. You must have a loving heart towards everybody. How we should love others? I'm not using, like Buddha teaching. I ask you a question. Do you love anybody? Do you anybody? Not the negative, adi. Do you love anybody? Do you really love someone?
His reply is not everybody.
Yes, definitely not everybody. Someone, Ikaren, Liangkaren, how many people? Okay. I think somehow in this world, everybody has a favorite person. You have father, mother, relatives, or work, like neighbors. You have some kind of love towards someone that everybody has. Then why you really love someone? There must be a reason. Oh, because he is very kind to me, because he or she cares me, because he or she, give me food and clothes. Those are the reasons. For example, you really love someone because the person is very nice to you, very kind to you, right? Why? The reason, because he or she give me food and clothes or support me, always, care me. This is the reason. Same way, for example, these days we are using phone. I think everybody has a phone. We don't have, sense of love, the person who produced the phone, because the person is so far away from us. Yes, they are very far away from us, but still we can have the benefit from them. Somebody produced the cover, somebody produced the body, somebody produced the wire, somebody produced the chips. Scanning, so many people involved have a simple phone. Also, we get a lot of benefit from the people we never seen them. This morning, definitely you can have a cup of coffee, cup of juice, cup of water. Those people who produce coffee, supply water, supply food, those are far away from us. Someone live in Malaysia, someone live in Thailand, New Zealand, US, Europe, India. We never seen them. Still, we got immense benefit from them. Therefore, we must love everybody as you love the person. There's a lot of reason. Yes, in order to practice bodhicitta, we need to practice compassion, great compassion, unbiased compassion. In order to practice pure compassion, we need to practice love. The love can be practiced when we accept the kindness, good heart, the good motivation for us. So this is the answer for you. We can discuss more. We can have one more question.
Okay,
Yes.
Geshe-la, I'll read up the questions to you.
Mm-hmm.
Buddhism teaching us about analysis thing. So if our mind keep analyzing the behavior or treatment of others towards us, like why they did this to us, more to negative actions that others did towards us, how to overcome this? Shall we analyze or shall we stop? If we analyze, we may think negative of others, of their action.
Mm-hmm.
If we are not analyzed, we might be being used by others.
It is so important to analyze. We should not stop analyzing. Without analyzing, we're not going to understand the truth. But we human being has a very funny mind. When we are friend, when we were very close to someone, we always remember the positive things from them, right? When we are close to someone, when we are friend with someone, we are very happy with the person. That time, we always remember all the positive things, all the good things. When he or she became our, unfriends, enemy, we totally forgot the good things, the positive things. We always only remember the negative things. Only negative things. Then we always have an angry, unhappiness for the person because we remember only negative things. Therefore, when we analyze someone who harm you, somebody annoying you, we analyze both sides. Positive side, negative side. We need to analyze both. When you analyze, being honest, analyze the both sides, the positive sides and negative sides. Definitely, you will find more positives, more good things from other than the negative things. We can analyze about the person only this lifetime. And even though this lifetime, like 5 or 10, 20 years, we never met the person. You can analyze only maybe 10 or 15 years. So it is so important to analyze. We should not analyze, we're not going to understand the truth. Analyzing is very important. We must analyze both positive and negative. Yes, so therefore for you, my answer for you, please everybody analyze, investigate, try to understand the truth. When you analyze, please analyze both. When you remember the person is bad or good, you must remember the both. For example, let's say, I'm not criticizing individually. For example, someone married. Before marriage, they fall in love with each other. They say, without you, I cannot eat. Without you, I cannot sleep. I will die with you. Very strongly, honestly, that's really feel. I cannot live without you. You cannot live without me. We become one. We live together forever. That time, they only think, good things are positive things. Since divorce, then the husband criticized the wife, the ex-husband criticized about the ex-wife, ex-wife criticized the ex-husband, only criticizing. They don't have any appreciation because they try to remember only bad things. Therefore, analytical is very important. Analyze both. Be honest, do analyze. Not analyze only few years, 10 years, 20 years. Analyze for million years. Then, for the short time being, bad person for you is nothing. Okay, thank you so much, all your questions. So we have 15 minutes. Not really 15 minutes, few minutes. Okay, everybody look at the picture in your laptop or phone. Put down. Okay, thank you so much. Until this week, we try to focus on the Buddha, top of the Unisha, and the hair, and the two eyes, and nose, and mouth, and air, right? Today we just watch, around the shoulder, just upper body of the Buddha. You watch very carefully, look at the painting. For you see the top of the head, then the hair, then the eyes, nose, the lip, and the air, and the neck. Now you stop look at the picture, try to remember the image of the Buddha face in your mind. You cannot see clearly, again, watch the face of the Buddha. Now you focus with the two shoulder and the chest with the face. Okay, so thank you so much for attending the Sunday class. Since today until next Sunday, please you try to meditate on this picture, only the upper body of the Buddha, okay? With the unisha, hair, eyes, nose, lip, head, neck, and the two shoulder. Please do often meditation of this Buddha picture until you can have a very stable mind to able to remember the image of the Buddha in your mind. Right? If you can remember very well, please don't worry. We have a rest. After you resting, and again you try to visualize and focus the same as you seen in the picture. It's also something due to the food, due to the weather condition, due to the physical condition, something you can visualize very clearly. Your mind is very focused. Sometimes your mind is very foggy. You cannot remember anything, you cannot see anything. It's not actually your problem. It's due to the weather, due to the food, due to the tiredness, due to the sleepiness, whatever. Please don't give up meditation. Please continuously do meditation. So thank you so much. Then at the end, we do the dedication prayers without reciting in English. First, please dedicate the merit, becoming Buddha ourselves, free from sufferings, to benefit all sentient beings. Second, please dedicate the merit to benefit all sentient beings, particularly your family, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, your co-workers. Those are the people who always you can encounter, always you can see, always can have a connections. Last, dedicate the merit for world peace, peace in Singapore, peace and harmonies in your family. Jamba Bhavya Chedara Kempa Nongkundu Sambo Deyan Dejen Deda Kunji Jiso Da Lo Jenge Wadida Tamje Rabdo Chaze Wadan Chujin Shekwadan Jesu Yiran Guljen So Gewa Chunze Dake Jisaba Tamje Zobe Janju Chenpo. The meaning of the last sentence, whatever I accumulate the merit, I dedicate for becoming Buddha, dedicate to achieve omniscience. Okay, have a happy Sunday. Thank you.